Oh no! Doc Owen here with Action Figure Times. Well, I finally found the variants to the Marvel Legends Series 2, and they're beginning to be a little bit more plentiful. We've got Madam Hydra, Dockin with the mask, Big Time Spidey, Glow in the Dark, or I call him Tron Spidey, and then Pile Driver. Now, I'm not going to take a whole lot of time on these, simply because some of them are just straight repaints, so there's not really worth going over. I'll tell you whether I think you ought to get them or not. As far as packaging goes, the packaging looks the exact same as the last packaging we looked at of the other variants. So I'm not going to give you a whole lot of time. I suggest if you want to see that, just go back and look at our reviews. Okay, so here we are. Couple things. First off, let's look at Dockin, because this one was a pain to find. I think he looks good with his mask on. You know, he's got a thinner head than his dad. I think that you could probably make some pretty menacing poses with him. I'm glad I didn't pay eBay prices to get him. I mean, I really didn't like him with his mohawk, but this one, I mean, this is the way I would prefer him. But if you haven't seen what the body and stuff looks like, you can just go back and go to aftimes.com or search our YouTube channel and you'll be able to see him. But that's what he looks like. This is really just to kind of give you a quick hit at these guys. Actually, Spider-Man was the only one I kept of the other wave. The rest I got rid of. The white with the Future Foundation Spider-Man, you know, with the black and white outfit. So, as we look at these guys, I'm really only trying to show you what's the difference. Some of you told me it wouldn't be that big deal with this one. You're pretty much right. It is kind of cool, though. Again, I call him Tron Spidey. I mean, it's a cool paint job. Whether I'm going to keep it or not, I'm undecided. I do think they did a good job on his paint, though. I mean, he just looks, that looks wild, doesn't it? Worth the eBay prices? No, not at all. Don't do that. Don't do that. Dockin, if you haven't got one, I mean, if I was going to have him, I'd have him with the mask on. Now, Pile Driver's kind of interesting. He does come with a ball, which is completely pointless because I don't think he actually uses one in the comics. The paint job, they took Thunderball and, you know, just slapped this guy's head on him. But he looks like Johnny Bravo dressed up in a suit without the glasses. To me, he looks more friendly than menacing. I think I probably would have gone with a different sculpt. Interesting paint jobs, the way that they tried to show off muscles and stuff like that. Honestly, this to me is a nothing figure. Not really. I just don't find him all that impressive. But if I'm going to build a wrecking crew, I want him. Now, this is actually the most important of the variants to me. And this is Madam Hydra. Now, Madam Hydra, I don't know if you're aware of this, she leads a group of hookers throughout the Marvel Universe to try to overcome the heroes by any means necessary. Just kidding. She's not in the Marvel Universe. No. She doesn't have anything to do with hookers. But I have to say, I would think she would be hot, but she looks border like a man in drag. I mean, that to me is a pretty ugly face. I mean, to me. I don't know, maybe you're into that. She does have her green lipstick. You know, maybe she's supposed to be Madam Hydra on crack. That might explain it. You know, the gaunt look and stuff like that. I do kind of like this female Buck, even though that she doesn't have much hip movement and things like that. I think they're a little bit sturdier. They feel sturdier to me than some of the Mattel Bucks. Now, she does come with what I call a Steranko gun. That's kind of neat. And then she has an M4 with a grenade launcher with green furniture. Look at that. And she can hold this, you know, kind of like Madame Mass did. I know people were like clamoring for this figure. Guys, I just don't think she's that great. I mean, that's an ugly woman. That really is. I mean, that's like nearly Glenn Close ugly. I mean, or a little bit more. Actually, Glenn Close can be attractive. I don't know how you could dress this puppy up. I think she really needs some help. Anyway, the reason that I find her to be the most important of the wave is with her, you actually get a variant with the Collect and Connect, which is you actually get Red Skull in the body of Arnim Zola. So, and that's actually kind of cool to have. I mean, in some instances, I mean, it's almost worth having two of them. Because, I mean, they both had some significance within the Marvel Universe. But anyway, this is just kind of a quick look, just to kind of show them to you. Because they really didn't change all that much on these. I mean, he's just a straight repaint. Is that his head? Okay, he's just a swap head, and he's just a head swap. I don't remember Madame Mask all that well. I think that this is basically the same figure, except for the head. You got to say one thing about them. They're giving us a lot of different figures. I think it took too long for the variants to come out. It was really ticking me off. It took a long time for these to show back up. But all in all, at least you kind of get to see them. If you want pictures of them, you can come to aftimes.com and get a closer look. I just wanted you to know that, especially if you're looking at eBay, whether you ought to spend the money on them. Big Time Spidey is a no, unless you're a fan of Tron. Madam Hydra, she is an actual different character, and so is he. I wouldn't spend big money on them because they're really not that great, but in order to complete some stuff, and for the money they were getting with Dokken, I mean, if I was going to spend money, he would be the one, because I would want him with this mask, but I'm kind of a Wolverine fan anyway. Well, this is Doc Owen, just kind of giving you a quick look. Hope you've enjoyed it. Maybe it helped you save some money, or it helped you decide whether to spend some money. That's what I'm looking out for you guys. That's what I want you to be able to have. Anyway, remember, be extraordinary, help your other collectors out, help each other find things. Speaking of that, you can come to aftimes.com, get on our boards, and our guys will help you find things all over the world. We got a bunch of great people there. I'll see you on the boards at aftimes.com.